So, good morning to the children at home. Today's a little bit different. We're not going to be starting with the warm-up. I'm going to ask you to do that on your own at home, and also the maths vocabulary, do that on your own at home as well. What we're going to do today is we're going to start off with our opening question, and then you can join in with us. So make sure you write down that learning objective and date so we know which one it is, and you can now pause the video, and we're going to go through this in a moment as well. Our opening questions here. These are about our table here. Now, this table actually has a special name. This table. We call it a special name. You may have heard it before. You might have seen it in year 3, but it does have a special name. Casca, what do you think?
Is it a grid reference?
Not quite, no. A grid reference is to do with geography and maps.
Is it a graph?
Not a graph. It is a type of graph, but you're not our normal graph. No, not a Singapore bar either. I'll tell you what it's called. It's called a pictograph. We call it a pictograph.
I've definitely heard of that.
Okay.
Definitely never heard
The reason why it's called a pictograph, and I'll tell you, the reason why it's called a pictograph is because we show the numbers, the quantity of a number, using pictures. We show our numbers using pictures. And it does give us a clue at the bottom of how much each circle represents. What does it say at the bottom here, on here? What does that say? Freya?
Each yellow dot represents 10 items.
Each yellow dot represents 10 items. So each yellow dot represents 10 items. Well, let's have a look. If I'm looking at, for example, cupcakes, if each one represents 10, how many cupcakes would I have? So that's 10.
20, 30, 40, 50.
So how many cupcakes would I have? 50. Well, we could do the same with the gingerbread men. 10.
20, 30, 40.
How many gingerbread men have I got? 40. So I've got 50 cupcakes, 40 gingerbread men. Well, let's have a look at some of the questions here then. Well, question number 1. How many cupcakes did the class make?
50.
Well, write it down on your boards then. We've done it already. What a good start.
How much gingerbread man did the
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
She's
Jumped ahead.
We just write 50 then.
Yeah. A is 50.
Just put A 50.
What about the next one, Annette? How many gingerbread men did the class make? How many gingerbread men did they make? Well,
40.
we've already counted that up as well. We can count that again. Casca, you should be writing it down on your board, please.
40.
We're not onto that one yet.
Well, the bottom one's a little bit more difficult, though. Because it says,
Could be 5.
how many cookies did the class bake? Freya, you just said something. What did you say?
Half of one could be 5. So
Half
it
of
could
one?
be 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 45.
You're right. When we've got half, it just means half of 10. Yeah. So if we've got a whole one is 10, well, the half of one is going to be, what's half of 10? 5. So
45.
we know it's 45. Yeah, exactly that, anyway, because it has 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. Half is 5. Easy as that. Oh, I've got a little bit of a harder question at the bottom now. How many baked goods did the class bake in
Basically, all of
total?
them add together.
Well done, Freya. Yeah, it's the answers to all of these added together.
I'm thinking. I don't know.
Have a go. Show me on your whiteboards. Have a go.
Let's get, well, write them down, do them common, do additions. What's the first one? What's the first one? How many cupcakes were there?
That's
How
maths.
many gingerbread
Like that. How did you work out, Jane? Oh, you just counted that up all the dots. Good idea. Show me your whiteboards when you're done. What's the answer? Good. 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 Nice. Whiteboards down, that's fine, thank you.
I worked it out in my head. Whether 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I added 5 on
Nice
top.
one. Casca. Casca. No, thank you. Pop it down. Well done. Lovely. Daisy, what did you get? 130. 135. Yeah, answer is 135. Nice stuff. Well done, everyone. Well, we're going to move on. We've got another one here. Because that one was called a... Oh, no, I've jumped over a slide. That will be why. There we go. We call this type of table a pictograph, as I said before, pictogram chart. This means we use a picture to represent a number or a quantity. And as we spoke about before, each whole circle, or dot, represents 10 baked goods. Okay. And then we had a look, we guessed it already, half a circle was 5, wasn't it? Well done, superstars, really good. What about this one then? This one's a little bit different now because this one doesn't have pictures. This one has what we call bars. Okay? And it says here at the top, here's another table. This is known as a bar chart. This is the one we...
Yeah, then we coloured them in.
Exactly, yeah. And this is known as a bar chart because each one is shown with a bar. And similar to a pictogram, we use the bars to represent a number or a quantity. Okay? And it says here, the top of each bar shows the total number of each baked goods class 40 made. Okay? Well, I've given you a clue here. The top of my bar is up there. That's the top. Okay? So, for example, we could say that the top of the green bar is on the line that matches with the number 60. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It matches up. So how many cupcakes would I say that they had made?
60.
They've made 60. Yeah, they've made 60. So we know the class must have made 60 cupcakes. Just like that. But, if I turn over a slide, however, sometimes the bars do not always match up with the lines. They don't always match up with the lines. For example, we can see that the blue bar is halfway between 40 and 50. This means that the total number must be halfway between 40 and 50. What's halfway between 40 and 50? I've given us a nice clue here.
45.
45.
Yay! And then if it would be 50 and 60, and then in the middle, then it would be 50.
Yeah. So how many gingerbread men do I know they made?
55. Wait.
Like 52.
45. 45. 45.
Halfway between 50 and 40 and 50? 45, good girl. Yeah, so we know it's 45. Nice. I've put 2 spelling mistakes up there as well. Always was wrong.
50
I put allows.
Oh.
And I've put half spelt wrong as well. I've put halaf. Well, we know that for the gingerbread men. What about the orange bar then? You tell me, write it on your whiteboards. Because the orange bar isn't matched up with 60 and it's just above, so it's above 50 and just below 60. It's halfway between them. So, what number comes halfway between 50 and 60? Show me on your whiteboards, write it down. What number comes halfway between 50 and 60? Thank you. So I would say, how many cookies had the class baked?
55.
55, yeah, we know it's 55. Good stuff. Oh, we've whizzed through that already. Well, I've made my own table this time. Mr. James has made his own table. And this is one we're going to do on our own. You're going to do and have a go at on your own. Okay? Now, there's a few different questions here. I've got another table as well. I've got another one. I've done, what type of table was this one again? What type of table was this one called again? Lily? A bar chart, yeah, because it looks like bars. And I've done another one as well as an extra challenge. What was this one called again? Oh, it's not a bar chart, this one. A
pictogram.
Yeah, it's a pictogram. Because look, it's got pictures of fruit. Okay?
I think it's going to be a fruitogram.
Not a fruitogram. No, a pictogram. Because it's pictures. Okay? So we're going to have a go at the bar chart first. Okay? Don't worry, because I've got a handout for you, okay, and that'll be for the same for the children at home as well. They will have a printout for that they can help themselves with. If those children at home, you want to pause the video now, you can get on and do the questions. Yeah, so you might have to write the name. So you have to write Monday as the answer, isn't it? Yeah. I just want to give you a helping hand as well. Sometimes I find, I know this isn't a ruler, but sometimes to help me, we're quite lucky on this one because it's got the lines in the background. But sometimes to help me, what I will do sometimes is I'll use a ruler. So for example, on the Saturday one, I'll get to the top and I'll go across and I'll see where it matches. And it matches up with 30, so I know the answer is 30. Okay, let's go through the answers then. Let's go through those answers. So on the first one, on the bar chart here, we're looking at the zoo and how many people visited the zoo over the weekend. So let's have a look. How many people visited the zoo on Saturday? How many people visited the zoo on Saturday? Leo? 30. Let's have a look. So I'm on Saturday. I'm going to go up. There's the line. Go across. 30 is the answer. Good boy. How many people visited the zoo on Sunday? Daisy?
35.
35. So Sunday. I'm going to go up again to the top. Go across. Yep. 35. Which day had the lowest number of visitors?
Monday.
Monday, let's have a look. So Friday was 40, well that's the highest. Yeah, Saturday, but still that one's, yeah, oh that was the lowest there. Monday, 20. Good, yeah, Monday's the answer.
Sunday and Saturday and
So Monday. Which day had the highest number of visitors? So the most. Freya?
Friday.
Friday. Yep. Friday's got the most. Friday is the answer. And then I want to know how many people visited the zoo in total. What did we have to do for this one? What did we have to do? Freya?
Add all of the answers together.
Yeah, we had to add all of our bars together to find out the answer, didn't we? So 40, add 30, add 35, add 20 to give us the answer. What was the answer, Jacob?
125.
125.
Yes.
I think I agree with you. I'll just double check. So I've got 40, add 30 is 70, add another 35 is 105, add 20, 125. Good maths. Well done. Good stuff. Let's go on to our next question then. So, our challenge. Well, how many children in year 3 liked bananas? How many children in year 3 like bananas? Ellie May?
5.
5 children. Let's have a look, because it's not done in quantities this time. We can just go across. Yeah, 5. Nice stuff. 5. How many children like oranges and apples? Daisy?
10.
10. What did we have to do to solve this one?
Well, you have to find out how much the oranges are.
Yep.
And then you have to find out how much the apples are and then add them together.
Yeah, we have to find out how much the oranges are, so that's 6. We have to find out how many the apples are, that's 4, so we've got to do 6 add 4. Quite simple. 10 children. Good one. Kiwis and grapes and kiwis then. How many children like grapes and kiwis? What do we have to do for this one, please, Leo?
You have to add 3, add 1. I mean, not 3, add 1. Grapes. 6, add 1. It's 7.
7 add...
1 equals 8.
Good boy, yeah. So we have to go to find out what the total of the grapes are, which is 7. Find out the total of the kiwis, which is 1. 7 add 1, we know is 8. 8 children. Good work. Fantastic from all of you. I'm going to ask you, could I ask you to start packing away? Those graph sheets, the ones with the charts on, you just place them in front of your desk. You don't need to stick them in. Well done, everyone. Really good work. And well done to those children at home as well. Fantastic work.